there, guys. Sorry. So today we have another review with Darwin, and this time we have Cigar City's Maduro Brown. This is a brown ale from Cigar City. I got this in extra in a trade. I don't think Maduro's actually come to New York yet. Cigar City recently hit New York with Highlight, and it's been fantastic to have. You notice again today we do not have a battle of beers. I mean, I could have done that. I do really like the style. I would be slightly curious to see how this beer stacks up to maybe Smutty Nose Old Dog Brown or Dogfish Head's India Brown, Avery's Ellie's Brown Ale. Three beers that I really think are fantastic beers. I actually really do like this style, So it's a separation from all those IPA malt heads. I mean, a separation from all those IPA heads, hop heads. I actually love those beers too, but I also do love my malty beers. So yeah, let's dig into this beer. Oh, by the way, you'll notice I have a different glass. I broke my snifter, unfortunately. It was on this table and I, picked it up and it broke. So, unfortunately, I have to buy another one next time. But yeah, I mean, I do think this is better than maybe a pint glass. I definitely don't recommend using one of those if you're going to be drinking some beer. Again, something that some people underrate is what vessel you put a beer in. You want something that really you can get your nose into and really smell the beer and really experience the beer, because a lot of flavors or taste comes from your aroma. So very important that you get a good nose on a beer. So this beer comes in a really dark color. It's this generic brown kind of chocolate kind of color, just dark brown. Not much coming through it in it. You have sort of this nice toasty colored head, like a light mocha kind of color. So yeah, let's get the aroma on this. Quite nice. Again, a lot of toasty malt. It's almost buttery. You're getting some of that, almost some of that like British ESB kind of note. Yeah, definitely some of that yeastiness, some of that fruitiness that the British ales have. Getting some apple, some again the nuttiness is coming through. Toasted malt, a nice like a generously toasted bread. But again, I'm getting this fruit character. It's like a pear, an apple, like a strawberry peel. It's like a fruit ester. But anyway, let's get the flavor. Oh wow, that's very good. This beer's pretty robust for a brown ale. In the front, you're getting just a big punch of malt, toasted malt, like a rich toasted bread, like a very substantially thick toasted bread. Rolls on to more again, a bit of sweetness, a bit of caramel flavor. Finishes off with this even more of a flavor of almost like a dried whole wheat toast crust. So the crust of like artisanal whole wheat bread. That kind of like a bit slightly sourdoughy but whole wheat flavor, that toasted flavor, that breadiness. Definitely that kind of flavor. Mm. Rich. It's almost like uh, drinking toffee. That front flavor. It's got that richness. Sort of caramels you can put in a pan and let them go and create caramel to a certain extent. You can get a lightly colored caramel. You get a dark one. This one almost has a molasses, toffee, richness, like a dark, deep flavor that's in there. Still though, it's a brown ale, pretty light. Body's pretty light. Not too much sweetness. Finishes off not really with again too much drying. It's that toasted bread flavor. Yeah, this is nice. I could definitely session this. Now I'm actually somewhat curious about how this would stack up against Avery Ellie's or Old Dog Brown or India Brown. So the three beers I mentioned earlier, because I do love those beers. Yeah, I think it would stack up against those. I think you'd have a pretty interesting time, um, you know, finding out which one was better. This, by the way, was canned on October 23rd, 2013. So this is about a 4-month-old can. So not ideal. This beer is apparently supposed to be drunk fresh. I assume they use a bit of hops in there. But yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, I'm actually picking up some coffee along with that toffee and molasses flavor. Like a slightly roasted coffee, which is pretty interesting. Coffee usually comes with stouts and porters. a tinge of it. Almost like, yeah, it's more the roast of the coffee, not really much the flavor of coffee. On the finish, maybe a bit of that coffee, again, that toast roast kind of combination. Again, you're pushing towards so far on that toast flavor, you almost get roast flavor. So that's where the coffee is coming in. Nice beer. I'm gonna give this a 92. A fantastic brown ale. I mean, yeah, yeah. Let's, yeah. Actually, no, it's not that. Like, I was realizing my ratings. I should probably like hold them back a bit. Let's go on to 90. This is very good. This is up there with some of the best brown ales. So for single brown ale, nothing barrel aged, nothing big, nothing crazy. You know, nothing super hoppy. This is a great session beer. A 90, solid rating, solid beer. Cheers.